Hello everyone, my name is A Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi When They Cry. This should be episode 5. Alright, I'm sorry, I forgot the numbers. I don't really remember them. But anyway, last time we left off, we just finished our very fun club activity with the gang. We lost the poker game, unfortunately, and we got punished with by going home with a drawing on our face. And also, there were some horror things happening in the last episode too, which is like so far really rare, really less than I expected. I really thought there's gonna be a lot more horror because this is a horror game, but that's the first instance of horror that we've ever got ever since like the freaking beginning. So I'm really looking forward to it, but we'll see. Also, I'm recording the episode right now at like 11:40 p.m. so it's like nighttime. So I'm a little groggy, but I am on the grind set right now, my grind mindset right now, so I just really want to record another video. So, anyway, without further ado, let's keep going. As soon as the club activities were finished, Lena flew off, probably so she could dig out that cute Colonel Sanders that she wasn't able to take home yesterday. Yep, Colonel Sanders is still in that dump. So today, it was just Mion and me walking home together, a rather rare occurrence. Oh, today we're with Mion. Huh. A mountain of treasure, huh? The guys throwing it away probably never thought in the wildest dreams that Lena would be grateful to them. Mountain of treasure, meaning that damn construction site from before. Oh, right. Mion would probably tell me. That murder by dismemberment that seemed to have happened there. I don't know. Over there, at that damn construction site. Did something happen there? Long ago? Something sure did. A grand battle. There were sit-ins and demonstrations. It was a bit different from what I wanted to hear. Yeah, well, what do you expect? But I decided I'd listen just the same. It was our land that was going to be sunk into that damn reservoir. I would have thought as well, probably. But she wasn't born yet, I guess. The government guys were really adamant about it, acting all big and full of themselves. Since they figured out that they couldn't settle it with money, they did a bunch of nasty stuff. They were nasty guys. Mion spoke excitedly as if the whole thing was happening right in front of her. I'm amazed you guys won. You were facing the federal government, right? The mayor and prominent figures in the village all signed petitions. They went to Tokyo and struck deals with legislators, and as a result, the development plan was retracted. It was our complete victory! There wasn't any violence, was there? Like assaults or murders? None. She promptly cut me off. The same as Rena did. I honestly thought the music was gonna cut out right there. Just wondering if you knew about, an accident or something. I don't know. Oh my god, it just gave me chills. Her words signaled the end of discussion. Tomitake-san said one arm wasn't found in the incident. I thought that a murder by dismemberment had occurred, but I guess I was wrong. My curiosity unsated, I sighed dejectedly and sighed. Curiosity kills the cat, as they say. Be careful. Later, see you tomorrow. Keiichi, you can wash that off until you get home, got it? I got it, I won't. Mion held back her laughter while stealing glances at my face. I wonder what kind of nasty doodles they drew. Oh yeah, maybe like he doesn't even have a cell phone. Or maybe he does, but he probably can't see his reflection in it since it's so old. Damn you, Mion! You shall rule this day! If our roles are ever reversed, I'm going to slop it on. All over your face so you won't be able to take it off, even with a scoring pad! Upon arriving home, I ran straight into my mom, embarrassing myself yet again. I mean, your mom is fine, honestly. Oh my god, can I get more family activities? The mood I'd come home to was already on edge. Why? It's not an uncommon thing in our family. Whenever Dad can't come up with a good idea, it always ends up like this. He stomps around the house with his arms crossed. Mom whispered into my ear, "Welcome home, Keiichi. Dad, he's in a bit of a rut right now, so don't bother him, okay? He can't come up with a new idea? It's because the deadlines are so close together this time. Your dad needs time to recharge or he doesn't work as well. Dad's paintings feed our entire family. If he runs out of ideas, then it's the end of the Maibaras. We've never gone hungry before. Could it be that my dad is a master painter? Wouldn't it be easier to get an idea taking a walk outside rather than wandering around the house? The theme of the piece this time is in the household. So it seems your dad wants to use his house as a motif. That's quite a bothersome motif. Keiichi, pick up your room. It looks terrible. Sorry, I'll clean it up later. Ah, come on. Please don't use my room as the motif. Keiichi, there's still some time before dinner, so please go take a walk out back or something. His bad mood is only temporary. As soon as he gets an idea, his mood improves and he starts humming. Until then, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just go take a walk, so I don't aggravate him further. Well, I guess I will then. He actually went out again with that painting on his face. I said I was going to take a walk, but I didn't have any particular destination in mind. I just needed to kill some time. I got on my bike and pondered where to go. I could just go read at the bookstore, but it would take an hour by bike to get to town. Oh my god, you're gonna ride on a bike to town for an hour just to read a book? It would be dark by the time I got back, so I didn't want to go unless I had to. The roads at night here in Hinamizawa creep me out. If Mion or Satoko ever found out about that... I smiled wryly. Oh yeah, Rena was probably still at the Mountain of Treasure, the damn construction site. Are we gonna confront her again? The excavation of Colonel Sanders was probably taking her a while. It wouldn't be so bad to have her owe me one. She may return the favor next time we have club activities. With a little bit of self-interest in mind, I set off towards the damn construction site. Tomitake-san might be there as well, the only person with information about the incident that both Rena and Mion denied knowing anything about. When you can't ask an insider for info, you ask some outsiders, even though they might be biased or might be wrong, but who knows. If I met him again, I'd like to ask for some more details. To ask, was there really a dismemberment here in Hinamizawa? That was my real intention. So he's going and going and going. Then that's far. I spotted Rena struggling up on the slope of the garbage pile. It looked like Colonel Sanders was lodged in there pretty firmly. It didn't look like Rena would be able to excavate him by herself. Realizing that Tomitake-san wasn't around, I began climbing up the slope unsteadily. Hey Rena, looks like you're working up a sweat. Oh yeah, she's working with her freaking school uniform.
Whoa, Keiichi-kun! What brings you to a place like this?
A place like this, huh? I see. She was aware of it, at least. I received a signal for emergency assistance at the accident site. Where's the injured party?
Huh? Accident? Huh?
But there was a report Colonel Sanders was buried alive in the trash pile.
Huh? Oh, that. You scared me. Don't frighten me like that, Keiichi-kun.
Like you're gonna get frightened by that. I was just kidding. I thought you might be struggling by yourself, so I came out to help you.
Huh? You came for me? How?
Well, I filled my quota for today. If I don't see Rena blush at least once a day, then I'm not getting my daily required nutritional intake. What kind of vitamins, nutrients are you getting from this? Just kidding. You're embarrassing me now.
So, huh? What part was the joke? What part was it?
I just ignore her bewilderment. Okay, now move out of the way. So where's Colonel Sanders?
I'm sorry. Can't you see him in that gap?
He's really buried in there. The Colonel Sanders was sideways, surrounded by boards and other construction materials, like they were caging him inside. According to Rena, it wasn't like this yesterday. It seems as though another illegal dumper came yesterday, dumped again, and now he's buried like this. You trying to move this pile all by yourself? With those scrawny arms? There's no way she would be able to do that with her slender arms. Not even you with your muscular arms, but
Colonel Sanders, so cute. There's a chain on the Colonel Sanders at this store. This one though. I should be able to take this one home. How?
if Rena gave up on this Colonel Sanders, she'll probably start devising a plan to steal the one in front of the store. As Rena's guardian, I won't allow her to solely her hands on crime. Out of the way. I'll do it. Rena blushed again why, but this time I left it alone. I'm the true hero right here. I'm gonna save Colonel Sanders and win my girl's heart. The pile was enormous. Also, the more days we wasted, the more likely another illegal dumping would occur. If it got buried any deeper, there would be nothing that could be done.
Keiichi-kun, I'll help you too. Let me help.
You just get in the way, so stay back. Pulling out scraps, bending them, tossing them aside, I quickly became covered in sweat and dust. Be careful though, it is really dangerous, especially dealing with construction materials. They're really sharp probably. Flying objects drew beautiful arcs across the twilight sky, one after another. Lumber, timber, plywood. Damn it! No matter how much I threw out, there was still more! Even though I could see Colonel Sanders right there! After grandstanding like that in front of Rena, I felt frantic because of how little I had progressed. If I was going to do this seriously, I need an axe or saw or something.
That's enough, Keiichi-kun. You're so sweaty. You don't have to try so hard.
I'm just doing it for you, Rena. Don't worry about it. I'm so cool right now. Rena began sputtering and turned beet red. Stop. You don't have Riz. Oh, whoops. I meant to say I was trying my best so as to keep her from becoming a criminal. Oh well. Dude trying to riz up a girl while digging up Colonel Sanders in a dumping site. I guess I'll just need a break. This is pretty tough. I sprawled on my back over the grassy slope.
I'm so sorry. You're covered in sweat.
Rena patted her handkerchief against my forehead. It felt pretty nice.
Well, wait here a minute, okay? My house is pretty close. I'll bring you some barley tea, okay?
Leaving the handkerchief on my forehead, Rena took off running. The cries of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. After I was certain that Rena was gone, I picked myself up and headed towards what I discovered earlier. There was a garbage pile of magazines and newspapers bound up in twine. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe it was around here. There it was. They were bound stacks of not too reputable tabloids. They were stacked chronologically, going back quite a few years. It was quite a disturbing incident. It seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms, you see. If it was just as Tomitake-san said, then undoubtedly there would be mention of the murder. These are troubled times. There is no end to these sickening incidents. There is a large part of society drawn in by these incidents as well. That's why true crime is a whole genre right now. So it had to be recorded. Somewhere. I unfastened the packages and opened the rain-soaked pages carefully, looking over the table of contents. Not here. Next one. Not here. Next one. It was hard to search since I didn't know where it happened, when it happened. I didn't know who the perpetrator or the victim was either. I only knew it happened here. I looked up every so often, checking to see if Rena had come back or not. I wouldn't want her to see me gawking at a dirty magazine, but it wasn't just that. Both Rena and Mion said they didn't know. But it had happened, without a doubt. As long as Tomitake-san wasn't lying. Then if both Rena and Mion... yes, there was. If they had just said that, then I wouldn't have gotten so hung up on it. An incident that neither Rena nor Mion wished to talk about. Trying to uncover it after they tried to conceal it out of good intentions. That made me feel like I was acting against my friends. Oh shit, he found it. Hinamizawa dam worker lynching, murder by dismemberment. Here it is! Oh god, I actually got goosebumps. Okay, here we go. The featured article was in the back, and it seemed that there was a photograph in the colored pages at the front. The pages of the featured article were stuck together and weren't easy to open. Rena could return at any moment. Feeling rushed, I gave up and opened the photograph page. The police investigators were carrying a body bag, and newspaper reporters were all bathing it in camera flashes. The image was blurry and hard to understand, but I could definitely make out the headlines. A tragic nightmare at the Hinamizawa construction site, lynching and murder/dismemberment. The victim was the site foreman. He had assaulted his assailant daily with an explosive backlash from his daily actions? It's a horrible image to see the site foreman as. It happened. It really did happen. It seemed the details were on the next page. I turned the page without pausing. On it was... The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes, then used an axe to split the cadaver into 6 pieces: the head, arms, legs, and torso. I could understand just from the headline that it was just too terrible an incident. Normally a lynching is just assault and murder, right? Dismemberment with hatchets and pickaxes? That wasn't a lynching. It was a merciless killing to the letter, a brutal murder, done by a group of people, with hatchets, with pickaxes, with an axe. Ah!
Sorry. Did I startle you?
Lena dropped the axe she was holding onto the grass. After being startled by my voice, why did you bring an axe? You said you're gonna bring barley tea, but now you're holding an axe? I mean, that would be useful, but I never said I wanted it.
Keiichi-kun, you see, earlier, you said it would help you if you had an axe, didn't you? So then I brought an axe for you from the shed.
Lena fluttered her arms in a panic, continuing to explain and apologize. Like, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, that scream, a little bit of it was genuine. It was kind of scary, like the wind was kind of terrifying. It seemed I'd been glaring at her pretty intensely. I'm sorry. I guess my reaction was a bit overboard. Wait, I just remembered, these all happened with some funny drawing still on his face. Think of it what you would, but that image is so funny to now kind of like, yeah, I'm just like doing all this to calm my nerves a little bit. That was
No, I'm sorry as well. I'm sorry.
They was drawing close. I was pretty worn out, and it wouldn't hurt to do the rest tomorrow. Doesn't look like we can break that last beam without an axe. You brought it after all. I have to borrow it tomorrow. Alright?
Okay.
Why do you look so glum? Tomorrow we'll be digging on Colonel Sanders, right?
You're right. I really want to take Colonel Sanders home soon.
We both knew that it was useless to apologize any more than that. I quenched my thirst with the barley tea. Oh, she actually brought barley tea. Okay, fine. Lena brought and wiped off the sweat that had now gone cold. We took the path to head home. I felt quite guilty about the tabloid wrapped up in my jacket. Oh, that means he brought the magazine home. Yeah, of course, that would make sense, right? Few all tips. One man's trash helped Lena find her treasure. Dam site. The Hinamizawa Dam project. Okay, these are the two new ones, I think. October 1975. In accordance with the Prime Minister's Bulletin number, Hinamizawa's Electrical Development Master Plan was announced. So this is the announcement of the dam construction, I guess. The vast scope of the projected Hinamizawa Dam will have an incredibly heavy impact on the village of Hinamizawa. The flooded area caused by the Hinamizawa Dam would include the 5 areas of Hinamizawa, Takatsudo, Kiyotsu, Matsumoto, and Yagochi. The submerged area includes 291 houses, population 1,251, 1 elementary school, 1 middle school, 1 post office, 1 agricultural operative, 1 forestry department lumberyard, 5 shrines, 2 temples, and 1 fishery. All of these communal, cultural, agricultural areas and places of worship will be indefinitely submerged at the bottom of the artificial lake basin. Forsaking the hundreds of years our ancestors poured their blood and sweat into this fertile, resource-rich land is just too painful to bear. All the residents having homes that were to be submerged banded together and created the Onikakushi Defense Alliance. The dam project was halted and petitions to alter the plan were circulated. The citizens sought peaceful negotiations, but the government and its puppet company openly refused. Performing unspeakable, heinous acts, they quashed the democratic actions of the villagers. But the villagers did not falter. Instead, they banded together even more closely and steeled their resolve to protect their homes to the death. Oh, this in Chinese is like a memorial, like stone thing. The continuation of that frightening Hinamizawa Dam construction project is still stalled as of today. The villagers understand that the stalling was caused by sublime power through the unity, and they understand that this fearsome plan has not yet been fully withdrawn. The Onikakushi Defense Alliance had been dissolved after it did its part, but the feelings of unity it garnered have not yet been extinguished. As long as that passion resides in the hearts of the residents, they'll be able to confront whomever next decides to sink their homes into a lake basin. Onikakushi Defense Alliance Committee Chairman Keiichi Kimiyoshi. Like, reading this news clipping really makes me think about the actual villages in not just Japan, but maybe like all around the world that got submerged or like wiped out of this world because of these like projects, and the cultures and memories that are lost because of these human constructions. It's fascinating to think about. Also kind of scary too, because like these people's past are basically like gone, right? Unless they have another record of everything that happened, like of their family history, their tribe's history, whatever, in another place. But their homes are gone, basically, and they can't go back anymore. And it's kind of terrifying. Okay, next one. Special tabloid report. Okay, the picture is kind of sussy, but I wonder if what does it entail? Nightmare befalls the Hinamizawa Dam. Lynching and murder / dismemberment. So I think it's basically like the actual news reporting that Keiichi just read, but he just saw the headline and like bits and pieces. This is like the full report. In month of a day in prefecture at the Hinamizawa Dam construction work site in Shishibone City, a bone-chillingly gruesome murder / dismemberment. Even though this case has shocked the archipelago, the police will give no details on the case. Exactly what happened at the Hinamizawa Dam? They probably didn't mean to kill him at first, but as the victim resisted by swinging around a shovel, the rest of the perpetrators armed themselves in return, and it quickly escalated to homicide. So said the aforementioned Investigator A. After this bloody tragedy was over, they were left with a body which nobody thought was alive. This person had tormented the suspects daily with his rough behavior. At first, it was meant to be payback. All the perpetrators were horrified by the deed, and one even turned himself in to the police. It was the de facto leader of this group who suggested hiding the body. Reluctantly at first, they soon began to think they did not wish to be caught. The construction site had numerous places to hide the body with 6 people. They were originally supposed to hide the body and leave the area, but the de facto leader feared that the consciences of the other 5 wouldn't be able to bear the burden, and came up with a horrifying method to keep them from turning him in to the police. He devised a heinous method of splitting up the body among them and making each of them responsible for hiding a piece. This person has turned a simple manslaughter into a gruesome dismemberment and forcibly involved each perpetrator in order to create a sense of unity between them. So each person has like a equal part responsibility, so none of them can rat another person out, or else everyone's doomed, I guess. Each one participated. But what does that mean? Person A spoke out reluctantly. This person had ordered each and every one of them to dissect a piece for themselves. They were hesitant at first, but nobody refused. In for a penny, in for a pound, was what it meant. Thus, an unimaginable bloody ceremony began. The perpetrators wept and vomited as they performed the gruesome task. There was one person who stubbornly refused, but this person threatened them, saying nothing would change if someone else ended up dead, and he gave up on his objections. But this person's plan collapsed in the span of one night. Another person, who had refused to dissect the corpse up until the last moment, had broken down into tears at the hospital where he was being treated for an injury sustained during the scuffle and confessed. The criminals were arrested one after the other, but the de facto leader's whereabouts are still unknown. Also, the right arm hidden by this person has yet to be found. Despite an ongoing search, this horrible individual has so far managed to elude law enforcement. What could the police be doing? It appears that this person has said he was going to throw the body, right arm, into the marsh. This person's car was discovered abandoned near the marsh, but there were no clues to his whereabouts. This person didn't trust his companions. One cannot deny the possibility that he had expected his companions to confess to the police and use his car as a decoy. Of course, I doubt that theory. Since he has no car, one would expect him to have a limited area to which he could have escaped to. But within the station, there were rumors going around that he had accidentally slipped and drowned in the marsh when he went to throw away the body. To the locals, that marsh is believed to be bottomless. It is known as Onikakushi, the ogre's abyss, and it's said that the bottom of the marsh is connected to the hellish worlds of demons. The atrocious demon from hell, that was this person. Could it be that he had returned to hell through the marsh? What the fuck? Piece of shit, that you scared me! The Keiichi dragon, bringer of luck and fortune. Prosperous future! Ladies leaping into your arms. Business success, promotions, ambition, protection from harm. Not just with pachinko and horse races, but business and even love. Guaranteed or your money back. Keiichi Dragon Bracelet DX One Piece. 27,800 yen. Goodbye, fuck off. You gave me a jump scare. But the worst jump scare ever. God damn it. But that news clipping was... I don't know if it's just the BGM, but it really scared me. Alright, let's keep going. The function of this school as an educational facility is very questionable. Our PE class is exceptionally disorganized. The only things we do together are the warm-ups at the start. It really feels like what we just gone through was just like a facade, you know, something that we dreamt up. It never happened because now we just go back to like itty-bitty, very happy stuff. The teacher isn't even there after that. All we do is play together. Oh wow. Oh damn. Alright guys, remember, they are minors. Mion is probably just a high schooler's age, but everyone else, like Keiichi is also like a high schooler age, but everyone else are like middle school, elementary school ages, so be careful.
Not helping it. Everyone's a different age or gender.
Oh, that's so cute! They have to do the squeeze though. It's just
The only rule was that we have to stay on school grounds while exercising.
All the little kids were gallivanting about. Why are they using all these weird words that I've never heard of? Well, they certainly are being active. They might be getting plenty of exercise, but the Board of Education probably completely forgot about this school.
Sorry to keep you waiting. We're all together now. What shall we do today for PE?
Alright, we have all of our members gathered now. Now then, class representative, what shall we do for PE today? What shall we do? Well, that's actually Lena's line, so, put that in Lena's voice. Mion harumphed. What does harumphed mean? Whatever. And crossed her arms haughtily, surveying the area.
Explosive power and endurance. There are no friends in the world of sports. Everyone is a rival. The only thing you can trust in is your own body.
What the heck do you mean by that? You really read too much manga. I quipped without missing a beat.
And so, we'll be taking a lesson from history. The tried and true king of all outdoor melee events. Let's play tag!
It was quite the adorable choice to make after playing it up so much.
Just what I was hoping for. The Thunderhead Keiichi-san should be the first one to be it. I won't be beaten.
Also, if you guys were thinking like, why are their shorts so, like, actually short? I think for a while, Japanese girls, like, sports uniform is actually like this. I don't know if they're still like this now, but yeah, they're pretty like booty shorts, so for high schoolers too, so it's kind of concerning, but whatever.
I'll try my best too. It can't be me.
Why are you guys all so into it?
The third rule of our society. You must partake in the game, enjoy it without question.
Then this counts as a club activity? Everyone smirked at each other. Oh god. It's gonna be a bloody war. They all seemed pretty confident. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a big man. Unlike you ladies with your limpy arms. Physically, I should be able to keep up with any girls my own age. Regardless, Neon and Satoko looked like they were aiming for victory, and Lena was looking at me as if pitying my disadvantage. Lamau. Fine. Tag. I'm in! My yell echoed across the school grounds. These were the rules. Anyone who was able to evade being tagged before the ball was a winner. But we didn't switch who was it. The ones who were tagged by it also became it. Oh, so it's just accumulating it, not like tagging another person. That person like changes, okay. So the number of people who were it could increase exponentially. The endgame would become a hellish sage.
They call the version we're playing here zombie tag, you see.
I see. Anyone infected by a zombie turns into a zombie.
Why do you make it sound so scary, I wonder?
As soon as I catch Lena, I'm going to tear out her entrails while she's still alive. Don't say that. This is Higurashi. You're actually gonna do that.
Gross! Keiichi-kun, that's gross!
I know. Nika-chan placed her hand on Lena's head as she panicked.
Don't worry. Before Keiichi gobbles you down, I'll eat you up gently.
You're saying this in such a scary but also sexual way, but for your age, you shouldn't be saying things like that.
Nika, that isn't comforting at all.
Both Mion and I nodded deeply. Yep, Nika-chan is a little devil, but we all love her. So the first it, how do you decide who's the zombie? With rock, paper, scissors?
It is class time after all. Let's decide by answering questions. I'll ask the questions, and the one who isn't able to answer is the zombie.
But how about you? You're just like not picked automatically? I have no idea which grade level they're coming from.
What does the Japanese word loku mean?
Huh? I was bewildered by a sudden question. Mion repeated it.
So you need to answer. What's loku in English?
It's 6. Wow, we're actually learning Japanese in the game. Great!
How about kutsushita? Socks!
Okay, guys, take note. This is gonna be on the exam.
What's the third last letter in the alphabet?
X.
It's X.
If I got that wrong, it'd be embarrassing.
What does seibetsu mean? Of course I know what that is.
Uh-oh. Sadako cut herself off before finishing the answer. I see. It's quite a lewd question. No, it's just gender. What are you talking about?
You're an adult, aren't you? Of course you know what it is, right? I certainly do. Of course I know. Then go ahead and say it. That.
What does that mean exactly?
Satoko looks like she's in trouble. How cute.
Don't take her home. It's a crime. Yup. If I didn't nip it in the bud, she really might have tried to take her home. I think that would have happened a lot earlier. Mion's pursuit was relentless, making Satoko stammer. Oh gosh, she might actually cry with this.
Now then, go ahead and say it nice and loudly. What does that mean? I do know. That means a person, thing, idea, action, or event which has been previously indicated in context. Huh?
All of us were a bit surprised by Rika-chan's unexpected answer yet because it doesn't really say anything. I see. Well, it certainly is what that means. That could have been awkward. I wonder what I would have done in Satoko's position. Just say gender or sex. Whatever, I don't care. I'd probably get ticked off and just blurt out you know what at the top of my lungs. Dude, sex can mean more than one thing. It's not that bad. I wouldn't want you as an enemy, Mion Sonozaki. You're gonna have her as your enemy all the time, I'm just saying. Thank goodness you were born a girl, what? If you were a boy, you'd probably be a perverted asshole. Girls can also be perverted assholes, you freaking gender-assuming bitch.
It appears I have no choice. Unfortunately, I, Satoko Hojo, shall assume the role of the zombie. I shall eat everyone!
Don't say that sentence with this little innocent face. Seems like she's raring to go.
All I must do is count to 100, right?
Some jerks skip numbers while counting to 100, so you can start chasing after you solve this problem.
Well, okay, Keiichi-kun. Give her a simple one, okay?
1/5 of a cake, 1/6 of a cake, and 1/7 of a cake are all on a plate.
Oh no! There was no common denominators?
Sadako grabbed a stick in a panic and began drawing a cake and fractions on the ground. Ooh, oof. If Sadako, who can eat one cake in 60 seconds, eats all of them, how many cakes are left on the plate? Just as I finished giving the word problem, Mion shouted.
Ready, go!
On Mion's signal, everyone but Sadako scattered. 逃げるんだよ!
Keiichi-kun, that wasn't a problem at all, was it?
Sadako had already lost the moment she started working it out. She's eating it all, so of course there's nothing left on the plate! Wouldn't you know it, it's actually an IQ question, but not a math question! Everyone dashed off in a direction they thought was best. Knowing the lay of the land, they probably headed right to the best spots. It was obvious I was at a disadvantage. At a time like this, it would have been more effective to go along with those trained-in survival skills, like Mion for example. The fact that I didn't realize it at the start of the game probably hurt my chances. Glancing back over the school grounds, I saw Sadako just rising up to start. She was really mad. She got tripped up on such a dumb question. Baka. I stood at one of the corners of the school. I had clear sight lines in two directions and would probably have a good response time if any zombies started closing in. For the time being, I caught my breath and focused on what I was trained to think during club activities yesterday. Now think calmly, Keiichi Maibara. If I was it, what would I do? Increasing my numbers would be the shortcut to victory. Then going after the weakest player first is the obvious plan of attack, meaning me.
Now then, where could Keiichi-san possibly be? I shan't let you escape.
But of course, what would be the best method to track me down? Footprints or smell? Is she a dog? Or maybe some type of trail, your pee? If I could craftily hide my tracks, then there would be no trail for Sadako to follow. But I was no detective. Would I even be able to do that kind of thing in an amateur game like this?
Tomita, Okumura, have you seen Keiichi-san recently?
What the heck? She's asking for help! I mean, technically that's not breaking the rules. And those kids aren't like playing in a game, so no rules on them. Do zombies hunt their prey by asking nicely where they went? I mean, if the zombie's smart. Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun pointed to the location where I was hiding. Bro. After confirming she was headed in this direction, I abandoned my position. It wasn't easy to hide myself with all those little kids running around as they pleased. It was becoming even more obvious that I was at a disadvantage from not being familiar with these surroundings. If that is how it's going to be, then to confront this intelligence-gathering zombie, I just countered in a similar vein. I approached some girls playing with a ball. I'm sorry, but could you relay this message? Tell Sadako Hojo that her parents are at the gate, please.
Message. Okay.
I stopped the girls as they turned to run off. Wait, don't go yet! Also take this one to Mion Sonozaki! Tell her that the teacher is calling her to the gate! I am quite the schemer, if I do say so myself. If things went well, then Satoko and Mion would run into each other at the gate! It would put me at a disadvantage if more people were it, but this was Mion we were talking about. She'd figure out a way to escape. But that was just fine, as long as it brought me more time. Dance for me, Mion and Satoko, in the palm of my hand! Having my fill of playing the con man, I looked for a place to hide. If you think about it logically, I'd only bought myself a scant amount of time, and it might even come back to bite me. Once it became apparent I'd start spreading false information through messengers, I could end up being the recipient of one of those messages. Sadako would probably ask the messengers to help her look for me. That would mean there would be more zombies than participants in the game! The virus that was brought about by my mischief could cause an epidemic. All my classmates would transform into zombies and would only be searching for me. This tactic might backfire horribly. While trembling at the thought of the impending dawn of the dead, I began searching for a safe house. I found a shed by the incinerator behind the school. Oh yeah, so apparently, Japanese schools, I don't know even now, alright? But I know some back then, they had incinerators in the school so they can like burn trash and whatever in that incinerator instead of like sending it to the landfill. After climbing up to the roof, I held my breath. It wasn't a bad place to hold out. Not only did I have good line of sight, but if necessary, I could jump off in 3 different directions to escape. It was getting rowdy down there. The lower grades were running around and below the shed.
Maibara-san isn't here. Is he over there?
No! Where's Keiichi-san, I wonder? His dad is at the front gate. Yeah, sure he is. That was definitely a lie. The word gate, the same one I'd used, gave a hint of revenge. So Mion was behind this. I was still keeping 1 step ahead of the game. I felt bad for my underclassmen, but they'd have to search until the school bell. Hey, do you know where Keiichi-san is at? His mom suddenly got really sick.
A message from Maibara-san. They said his house caught fire and he needs to come to the gate.
This is so ridiculous, this is so funny. A jumbo jet fell on top of the Maibara residence. The police have come to question him. Anything goes now. They said he enjoys peeping into bathrooms. Who the hell? Is it true that he's going around every night stealing panties? Who are they talking about?
I heard he wears panties on his head and smells them and stuff.
No way I would do that. I heard that class representative Mion was a victim too. What? This was you doing, Mion? Calm down, Keiichi Maibara. This is Mion's battle tactic to flush me out. Just hold on. If my underclassmen thought about it logically, they would know it's all nonsense. But small kids don't think about things logically. To them, all of those things were true, so they all chuckled together while looking for me. I win, Mion! It's my victory! Wiping unrelenting tears away, I felt intoxicated by my own victory. Did you hear? I heard that the new transfer student Maibara-san is a really preferred person. The cost of beating Mion had too high of a price. Oh, someone passed below. That's Rena and Nika-chan.
Nika-chan, you still okay? I'm getting by somehow. It seems Mii-chan is it as well.
Mion? It couldn't be. She'd become it because of my little strategy? This confirmed that Mion was behind this relentless message war. Then, this wasn't good.
We finally got away from Mii-chan, but Sadoko-chan, she's Sadako is searching around the pipes, so we should be safe here for a while.
Upon hearing that, I breathed a sigh of relief. Oh no, what if they knew that he's hiding here and they're just like faking it? While Rena was slumped on the ground breathing heavily, Nika-chan had started creeping up to her. Nika-chan doesn't normally make noise when she walks, but it's strange. It couldn't be.
No! Nika-chan! What is it? What is it? Help! Don't worry.
I never seen Nika-chan smile so creepily before. She does that all the time, I'm just saying.
Why are you coming closer? Why? Nika-chan isn't a zombie, is she?
Nika-chan is doing a, what are you running? What are you running?
Don't be scared. I'll be sure to eat you gently. No way! Nika-chan! No!
Lena was pressed against the wall and Nika-chan lurched forward and with both arms out, just like a zombie. Lena quaked with her back pushed against the wall. It was quite a surreal scene of horror, like one of those zombie breakout videos you'd see. At that moment, Lena's eyes met mine.
Keiichi-kun! Save me!
Zombie Nika-chan turned 180 degrees, exorcist style, and glared at me. No! No! Did you mean her body turned, or did just her head turn?
Found him! I see Keiichi-chan!
Neon popped out from behind the cinder block wall around the garbage dump, also seeing where I was. My position was only advantageous when there was no one zombie. Being surrounded was not as good. That sentence was written a little weird.
You say you located Keiichi-san?
I could tell that Satoko was rushing my way. Oh, so they're not here yet, okay. It seemed that Nika-chan had let Lena escape, and now she was baring her fangs in my direction.
Come on down, Kei-chan.
The three zombies circled the shed, moaning curses. You guys are scary! Too scary!
I wonder how Keiichi-san's guts taste. Keiichi-san! Keiichi, I want you to become one of us.
Someone please save me! I saw Lena apologizing to me from across the schoolyard. An apology. Sorry. Leaving me for dead? Lena! I leapt off the roof out of fear, slipping as I landed. Ooh! Sadako and Nika jumped on top of me and, after straddling me, they tickled me over my body. Stop! Stop!
So this means Lena is still left. There isn't much time until the bell.
Damn you, Lena! How dare you! Leave me for dead! The feelings of a zombie. I understood how vengeful ghosts with lingering regrets felt. You haven't died though, right?
It's sad. So sad. But Keiichi is one of us now.
It felt like I'd been bitten by a vampire and was now one of their thralls. It was a strange feeling, being welcomed over to the side that had pursued me. Zombie attack is quite profound.
This is no time to postulate. We must capture Rena. The principal is walking down the hall. The bell will ring soon.
To devour Lena. I, who had been turned into a demon of vengeance, needed to use any means necessary. Except I wasn't just a zombie. I was a master of the night. A vampire! How does a zombie turn a person into a vampire? That doesn't make sense. Check your sources. Using the same trick that had tightened the noose around my own neck, I used my classmates to further my evil designs. I gathered up the lower grades from around the school grounds. Everyone listen! Lena's in big trouble. All of you, please look for Lena.
It's a bigger problem than a jumbo jet crashing into your family's house.
Oh yeah, it had turned into that, hadn't it? Ian whistled nonchalantly, trying to avoid the blame. Yeah, it's not even in the same league as jumbo jets. What fell on Lena's house was a space colony! How does that even work?
A space colony?
Yeah, it's a really big disaster. Everything in a 100-kilometer radius was obliterated. That means you're gonna be dead as well, I'm just saying. But that's only the prelude to this tragic tale. This is the beginning, the start of a war for independence by the propagandapality of Xeon. Way too long words. The lower grades were dumbfounded, their eyes like saucers at the grand turn of events. What will happen? Will the Terran Federation lose? What is that? If things go on like this, they will. Only one person can defeat the Red Comet. That person is Rena Liugu. The lower grade students all go. It seemed I'd made them fully understand the fight for Earth was lost without Lena. Now scatter, comrades! We must find Lena! My comrades in the lower grades let out an enthusiastic cheer and dashed off in various directions across the school grounds. Huh? There was still one person who hadn't gone. But I thought even the Terran Federation's impulse wave diffusal cannon didn't work on the Comet Empire. You're close. That's the white variety of those comets. The real reason it didn't work was because they didn't know the weak point. Of course, Lena knows their weak point all too well. Liu-san is amazing. Satisfied with that, he also rushed up to look for Lena. Okay, that worked for some reason. It does seem like there are some promising up-and-comers amongst the youngsters. Little Keiichi's abilities. This old man knows them better now. It didn't really feel like she was complimenting me, but whatever. And also it's weird for her to refer to herself as an old man all the time. But I guess it's just funny.
Really though? How exceptional, Keiichi-san. This looks quite promising. If we have this many, we can win. With this many, we will win. I was thinking that Keiichi would have been a better nominee for the initial zombie.
Pika-chan's words stung a bit, but I let it slide for now. Not even Lena would be able to escape this entire class. As a result of everyone's thorough search, Lena was finally cornered in the back of the sports equipment shed. Oh no! Something bad's gonna happen? That doesn't involve sticking things in places they're not supposed to be?
You're all scary! Keiichi-kun too! So scary!
It probably was scary being chased around by the entire school student body. All the lower grades closed in on Lena, saying she was the only one who could save the world.
What are you all saying? I can control a mech?
Lena, how could you leave me for dead? Are you ready to pay for it?
I'm sorry about that, Keiichi-kun, but I didn't have a choice. Do not resist. Let yourself be devoured. Let's all be together. Now, Lena, say your prayers.
Lena had stumbled onto a mat, trembling with tears in her eyes. I closed in, associating the situation with a similar, particularly immoral one made my pulse quicken just a little bit. Shut up, bro, shut up. Don't do this to her. She's a poor little girl, please. Satoko and Nika-chan were both wiggling their fingers. Oh, ill. They probably wanted to tickle Lena. Lena, wanting no part of what she knew was about to happen, went stiff with fear.
Keiichi-kun, you wouldn't do mean things like everyone else, would you? Would you?
I wonder. This little part looks like a freaking old face. I love it. Now then, are you ready?
Okay, so long as it's Keiichi-kun.
Don't do this. Don't do this. This game, it's not 18 plus. Please don't do that, please. The face she made as she resigned herself to her fate made my heart skip a beat.
I believe that Keiichi-kun won't do horrible things to me.
Body won't move. That had to be some sort of anti-zombie mantra. The second my sense of reason chimed in, the beast inside me died instantly. God damn it. There was the bell. Game over.
Yay! I did it! I survived! Yay!
God damn it. Lena pranced around merrily as if a curse had been broken. Tell me it's on an act. So daylight broke in the nick of time, and the evil zombie army disintegrated into dust. And so the heroine survived. Well, that's how it goes in the movies anyway.
What are you postulating about? This is all because Keiichi-san was dawdling about. Punishment is required.
Oh, so you're getting punished because you screwed up. I was subdued by Sadako and Nika-chan and once again sentenced to death by 100 tickles. Forgive me!
Then the award for surviving goes to Rena Ryugu and Mion Sonozaki. Yay!
Wait, what? You're not turned?
Hey? Mi-chan wasn't a zombie? I only pretended to be one. They say you need to deceive your allies before you can deceive the enemy, you know? Mion, you little... Yeah. Hurry up and change, alright? Don't be late for the next class.
Let go of me, Sadako! Nika-chan! Having had my fill of being terrified to my very core by club activities, I solemnly swore I would have Mion crying for mercy next time. She's so smart, way too smart for her age. Maybe. Oh boy, that was a long one. I didn't expect it to go on that long, but I guess we're gonna take a break. Yup. Okay, yeah. Class continues, but unfortunately... Oh, okay. So class is not continuing. Okay. Sorry for assuming. I guess we're going home. Alright, so it's been a really fun day. Really fun episode. I'm so happy that the game finally scared me. I know it hasn't really done anything yet. It's just mostly talking about the news report, but it's been really good. I'm enjoying a lot, if you can't tell. And if you can't tell also, my voice is getting a little raspy because of all the yelling and giggling and whatever that I was doing. And it's almost 12:50 a.m. right now. I'm pretty tired. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for bed. So... thank you guys again for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoy doing this voice acting for visual novels. That's why, to me, I like reading text and visual novels so much because I can add my own interpretation and voice to it. So it just becomes so much more fun for me. It becomes real and not just reading text, you know. And also, before I leave, if anyone sees this, I'm considering starting a new game, in English of course. I have two options for now. One is Fallout New Vegas. I've done one playthrough already, but I want to do another one. And another one is Skyrim. It's just out of curiosity because, you know, a classic game. But I have no knowledge on the Elder Scrolls series and Skyrim at all, other than the fact that it's really buggy. Anyway, if anyone sees this video and decides to comment, give suggestion, I will take it and let me know which game would you guys like to see. If no suggestions, I'm just gonna pick whatever. Thank you guys again. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye!